So this is a gallon of tea. I boiled a gallon of water and I put in 8 tea bags and let it steep for about 15 minutes. And then I put in a cup of organic sugar. This is the kind of tea I used. This is my gallon of kombucha that's been fermenting for about 10 days. I've tried to keep it warm, about 80 degrees. And not for the faint at heart. This is the SCOBY, or mother, that ferments the tea. These are my clean Grolsch bottles into which I've put a little bit of this juice for a second fermentation. So I've taken the SCOBY out of the vessel and I'm going to be pouring this tea, fermented tea, into the Grolsch bottles for a second fermentation. And now I've covered it back up with the, finely woven cloth that will keep out dust, fruit flies, that sort of thing, but still lets it breathe. I'm going to keep my bottles in a cooler, and I'm going to put this jar of hot water in there, which I'll change a couple times a day. And I'll do this for probably 3 days, and then I'll open a bottle and see if it's fizzy like I want it. I'm going to leave my new brew on the counter for a couple days. If it was summertime, I would probably leave it out for the whole week to 10 days because it would be warm in here, but because it's March in New England, I will eventually put it in the cooler when my bottles of second ferment are done, and then I'll keep this one warmish with jars of hot water for another week or so. So this is the second ferment that I bottled about 4 days ago, and I kept it mostly warm until last night, and then it was like room temperature and then out on the porch. So I'm going to use a tea strainer because I have some pulp and maybe a baby SCOBY in there. I'm going to filter it out. Nice fizz.